defense. Don't let anything behind their sweepers and their left and right backs, and try to play along the outside to see what they can do. They only have 46 goals on the season, but 25 assists, so you might see a lot of ISO attempts and also some loose ball attempts around the box. And then looking at Patterson Mill, the Huskies as well, scoring 78 goals with 76 assists. So they're going to use the ground game as much as possible. You can hear the crowd out here filing in the stands, still coming in. They had to use the extra gravel lot. Actually, I think 2 gravel lots today with how packed this stadium is. But once again, Patterson Mill 112, 60 and 5 under Coach Wes Rich. So that one is going to be one to watch out for. 2 very different records between the 2 coaches, but again, all leads down to this. The last few games for the Patterson Mill Huskies, 5-0, 3-1, 8-1, 6-1, or excuse me, 6-0. So that right there, that's a heck of a lot of goals in the last 4 games. 22-2 goals for and goals against in their last 4 games. So right now, both teams coming in on defensive hot streaks. But again, you can watch out for some of these guys on Patterson Mill looking to set up each other.
And Locke Raven will be kicking off the first half. The boys,
Locke Raven going to take the kickoff here. Looks like they're going to have a 3-back set, and all of a sudden Patterson Mill coming with the counter. That's an early turnover here for the Raiders, leads to the first possession on offense in the offensive zone here for the Huskies. Nice little ground shot, not enough power, but it looked like it possibly was going to be a setup, as I mentioned before. Lots of assists so far this season. Only 2 goals were made without assists on the season for the Huskies. Almost a turnover here. Fighting for it at midfield. Ball on the outside. Here come the Huskies again. Good defense. That was by Antonio Capala. The outside again. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. This throw-in is going to be taken by Isaac Rich. I wonder if that's the coach's son. We'll have to get clarification on that. Wes Rich. Gotta love that name too. Very easy to spell, very easy to pronounce. So now it's going to be a goal kick for the Raiders. You gotta love sitting up here in the 4th level calling games like this, because you get a nice scenic view, nice high above the field, so you can see what every team is playing like. And actually, here comes a counter for the Raiders, a little lackadaisical defense, and that one might be a good opportunity for the Raiders inside the box. Unfortunate kick. The service up. That was, once again, the Raiders trying to go, and here come the Huskies, opposite side of the field.
Great through ball.
As we mentioned before, a lot of assists here for the Huskies. So here comes another service up, and just misplaying it was Isaac Rich. As you mentioned there, Kevin, great through ball, but that's the one thing you're going to see with this high-flying offense of the Huskies. A lot of through balls. The ball travels faster on the ground, and I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but I hear it a lot from a lot of different people, so I'm going to trust it.
Yeah, definitely sure. The ball, when you're on this turf, especially we talked about Loyola. This is Loyola's new turf. They actually just redid it again, and down, if you go down on the field, you can't see it in the perspective that we're looking at right now.
Yep.
But down on the field, it's like cushion, and the ball bounces almost like it's on a carpet. So, which is essentially what turf kind of is. So the ball does it bounces a little bit higher, it rolls a little bit longer, and and you get a lot of missed touches and stuff. So you got to almost, be ready to play on turf,
And the one thing the Raiders are going to lean on today are that they lost 0 seniors from last year. So coming in from last year, the experience is there. You rarely ever see that. One team returning all of their starters. Nice through ball, service in. Good defense, though, by the Huskies. Again, the Huskies in black, the Raiders in white. As I mentioned before, great scenic view here of Loyola University. The 2012 Men's Lacrosse National Champions. I actually had a friend that was on that team. Not that that matters or anyone cares. Just a nice little tidbit to say.
Now, it'd be really impressive if we saw him out here today, too.
Yeah, I don't talk to him anymore, so there you go. If he was here, then, you know what? Hello, Sam. But I guess if he's here, then he's not going to be listening. So
yeah, definitely.
Here come the Huskies. Back out to midfield. Great through ball.
Nice.
This one led to Noah Long.
Foot race down here.
Now going to clear it out for the Huskies. Travis Karwatka. Here comes another through ball. Good outlet pass.
Great build-up here. This is an awesome build-up. Teams stepping up the field all together. Everybody's stepping up. I mean, that is an awesome thing. If you notice, I'm looking like they're keeping like 3 on the back line or something like that. I think they have probably 4 in the mid. So they're definitely looking to step up the field and control the midfield.
No doubt about it. We got a little bit of a late start after that first game. Went into double overtime and then PKs. So we apologize for the delay. But the MPSSAA is keeping this event on track. Right as the national anthem went off, we went to kickoff. Keeping it on point here. Huskies now servicing it up again. No one there. Good 3 back there for the Raiders.
Wow.
Nice through ball inside
Great
the box.
pass.
Opportunity. And that one just goes through the legs of the defense.
Whoa.
But luckily for the Raiders, Hegberg was there to save it.
Yeah, and there almost was a goalie interference that could have happened right there. I saw the official run in there to kind of say, hey, settle down. And they've been really good today and actually last night of just making sure that they keep control of the game so that we're very competitive, but yet still making sure that the players are safe.
No doubt about it.
Throw in for Patterson Mill.
Patterson Mill coming out of Bel Air, and then the Lock Raven Raiders coming out of Towson. Not too far from here. Nice header out. The Huskies still possess. Trying to sneak it through there. We're the Huskies. It's going to be a goal kick for the Raiders. Again, following this game, we have the Class 1A Girls Championship, and then following that, the 3A Boys Championship, and then the 3A Girls. So stay tuned to that right here on the NFHS Network. Clear out for the the Raiders. Lock Raven Raiders. Got to get that right. It's going to be hard to say all game, but I'm sure I'll get it right by maybe 5 minutes left of the second half. Good service in. Just a little too far out of the reach.
Yeah, the wall play almost worked. It almost worked. It was a good thought, though. 31-48 now.
Clock just ticking away. 45 minutes in each half. And if we have to, we will go to 2 10-minute overtimes, which will be golden goal. And then also the PKs. We shall see early on in the going here. Everyone just getting that blueprint as the Huskies now have another opportunity. Wide open man in the box trying to go for it. Then nice save by Hegberg once again. It's one thing you will see by a lot of high school goalkeepers at this young age. Some of the coaches just let them go out there and use their expertise, as we have a senior and a junior in goal for today. That ball kicked over the safety fence, probably going towards my car out there in the gravel lot. I did park far away, though, so I'd have to bounce a few times. Again, the snow messed with the scheduling, so we had that early game. This game was supposed to start at noon prior to the snow on Thursday. Kevin, how much snow did you get?
We got very, very little snow.
Really? Okay.
Got a lot more rain, got a little ice, and it was, it was real crazy to get around on the road. It is all it is. You just had to just slow down. And but I think this whole game scenario, them calling it and kind of postponing it, I think they did that because apparently there was a lot more up here from what I understand. Someone said there was about like an inch or so of snow. Can't see any remnants of it now, of course, but, I thought somebody had a chance there to do something, looking like they were going to try to pull off a negative pass where you kind of go to that end line and dish up that runner running straight to the goal, like from the midfield or another forward on the opposite side. So, just one of those things. Those actually start to work as the game goes on. So you got to be very careful, in that right.
Here comes the corner for the Huskies. Low corner. And the service in by Grzycki. Ended up going a little too far off to the right. And I live in Loudoun County, Virginia, and we actually had a snow day, technically, for the county schools on Thursday, because they actually called there. I think there was only one weather report out there that actually said they were going to get more than 4 inches, and they actually got about 5 inches.
Wow. And
very surprising because everyone else said about 1 to 2, and they were all very wrong, obviously. And we had about maybe 7 or 8 hours of rain and sleet for the rest of the Thursday day, and then Friday they had a 2-hour delay because of the ice. And they had about, down in Ashburn, Virginia, and different areas, they had a bunch of accidents because of all the icy conditions.
Yeah, I think that would have been a definite concern because so many people kind of drive and travel to here for these state championships every year, and you can see the plethora of cars that we have out here now. And our good camera guy Andrew got stuck last night getting out of here. Shows you how great the games were last night. 1 lane traffic all the way down. So I'm sure Andrew's going to definitely be glad that when this game is over to kind of jet out of here to beat the traffic that you see out here.
No doubt about it. Here come the Huskies once again, threatening yet again down by the box. Gratis. That one's going to go out for a corner, it looks like. Yes, it is.
You know what, Mike, I'm just noticing. This is a nice little crowd, little student section happening. A little trickling coming in through the gate. We actually got a nice little audience out here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. For these state championship games, especially as the service goes up, and that one, Hedberg,
so
punch out.
So
another
close.
service up. That one, once again, defended by the Raiders, as I mentioned before in the pregame. Lots of great defense by the Raiders to make it to this point. We'll get back to your point here in a second here, Kevin. Huskies, another service up. Got to watch out. Trying to head the ball every single time could lead to a possible deflection. That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that doesn't look too good.
On the Huskies.
Ouch.
Yeah, but as you mentioned there, we have I can't really tell which student section it is because they're all in different clothing. They usually don't have.
And it's so hard to see if it's up so high. It's a very hard, we got to use some binoculars and so forth to make sure that we get the numbers right. And like you said, all the colorful uniforms, and the sun just shines right off of that, and it makes it automatically really hard to see. So bear with us here, everybody out there. We are definitely going to make sure we get you as much information on the numbers and who's doing what.
Pronunciations and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of pronunciations on this Patterson Mill team, that's for sure. Header in the box. Hedberg comes right back out. Slides and saves that one.
Hedberg does not play. He's on that ball every time because he's doing his job so far. He saved right now at least a good three shots on goal so far.
Again, this is Lock Ravens' saving grace is their defense, and when they try to send more guys up, which they have been doing early on in this ball game, a lot of midfielders for them, only a couple strikers. They have these midfielders that go up here, Kevin, and that's the one thing you got to look out for is that when they have maybe two center backs going back and maybe a couple right backs maybe trailing the play, they're going one-on-one with a lot of these Huskies, and that's the way they got to do it because of the sole fact that, hey, this high-powered offense, you cannot just hang back and wait for them to go and score. That's why Hedberg is being very aggressive in the box, trying to run up and see if they can do anything with their counterattack or whatever it may be. But right now, the Huskies just maintaining control on the offensive end.
Definitely. And
the Raiders just trying to possess it a little bit and may see possibly some fatigue from these backs, just having to do these through balls and everything against the Huskies.
Wow.
Oh, great moves here for the Huskies. Another service in, that one by Isaac Rich, the left winger.
Some nice footwork right there.
No doubt about it. Making one guy miss, and that guy can recover. Couldn't tell who it was. And all of a sudden, split the two defenders. Another opportunity here inside the box.
There it is. Threatening.
Great slide tackle here for the Raiders. It's Kapala again.
Nice defense. Way to keep it inside.
Rich tries to kick it in. Looked like he was trying to score that. Just missed it a little bit. Tried to curve it in there on the right post.
And that's their first shot on goal right now in the last 10 minutes.
23:42 left in this first half. Clock still ticking.
Wow.
Nice deflection.
Wonderful bounce.
Shot, and Hedberg once again. As you mentioned, Kevin, with this new turf and how it bounces off, it's kind of like using a bouncy ball for the soccer ball.
I'm telling you, Hedberg, we're going to have to give him a nickname. He's going to have to be called the Wall or something.
The Iceberg.
Right? yeah, because, he definitely has ice water in his veins right now.
No doubt about it. He came to play. Here come the Raiders on their counterattack. 4-on-5 situation.
Good thought. Didn't have enough numbers, though. No one made a run.
Again, as I mentioned, you got to watch out for the fatigue.
And
for
look at
this
the
Raiders.
build-up. Look at the build-up.
Here we go once again. Good defense yet again by Kapala.
The build-up is just so awesome. You can tell how experienced Patterson Mills is with the way they go about stepping up the field. Everyone steps up together, but they step up in their spaces. You don't see guys on top of one another. The lines and the spacing for each division, midfielders to the back line to your attacking forwards, are all separated.
Service up. Headed out. Here come the Raiders. Another clear out, though, by the Huskies. Miss hit. Ball still over in the offensive zone for the Huskies.
Yeah, looks like it's corner. Now here comes the set piece. This is where teams that are played like a heavy defense, these two teams are playing great